Welcome again into God's presence. I remain my humble self, your beloved sister Nkechi. And for quite a while, you have not seen me online. And by God's grace, we are continuing again. And today, I'll be talking with us briefly from the principles of the ants. And for some time, we will be talking about business. For the Bible says, faith without work is dead. We can't only have faith in God and we are not working. He said he will bless the works of our hands. So it is only the things you are doing with your hand and you add faith to it that the Lord will bless. So if you're a jobless man and you want the Lord to bless you, I wonder where the blessings will come from. So it's from the works of your hands that the Lord will bless you. So when you're applying faith as a Christian, apply it to one or two things that you do. When you're applying faith as a Christian, apply it to one or two things that you do. So quickly we'll be talking about you and your business. We'll be talking on the theme, you and your business. And today I'll be talking with us on the topic of the riddles from the ants, the wisdom from the ants. What are we learning from the ant? And I'll be reading with us from the book of Proverbs. So many persons knows the story of the ant already, but the book of Proverbs chapter 6 tells us something about the ant. And I'll be reading Proverbs chapter 6 from verse 6. What does the Bible say? Please read with me. The Bible says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man." That is how your poverty will come, as one that travelleth and as one who is always sleeping. So the Bible says in verse 10, it says, okay, verse 11, "So shall thy poverty comes." When you sleep that way, you are inviting poverty. So when we are talking about the ants in the episode of Be Wise as the Ants, or on the riddles about the ants, we're expected to learn one or two in doing our businesses. So what do we have to learn? We're meant to understand that from the story of this ants, the Bible made us understand that they have no leader, they have no guide, they have no ruler, yet they understand their time. They know their time for harvest, they know their time to plant, they know their time to sow, they know their time to store their foods in their barn. So when we talk about the ants, and we as persons, we are people's person. When you act as the ants, you act as people's person. You act in collectively with knowing what to do at the right time where people are found, and it will go well with you. So when we talk about the ants, we say the ants, they are strong. Yes, meaning that it is not about the product of power, but wisdom and connectivity. So you have to have wisdom and also connect with others. So it's not about you being strong as you say, I'm a man, I have powers, I do this, I do that, and at the end of the day you are not connected to people and you don't have wisdom. The ants, they are not strong, they are weak. They are weak insects, as we know, but they have connectivity among them. The ants are not afraid, they are everywhere. So we as Christians, we are not expected to be afraid. We are expected to be everywhere. We are expected to face kings. We are expected to walk with thrones in order to actualize our business objectives. And as you're doing it with the fear of God. The ants have strategies. They move up, they move down. They are everywhere. They have strategies in their movements, and they read in between their movements. So we as Christians that are doing business, we are expected to do our businesses with strategies. When you go up, apply strategies. When you're coming down, apply strategies. The ants are investors. The people, they meet up and down, they know their summertime, they know the winter time, they know all their season. When it is time for them to go harvesting, you see them on a queue, you see them moving, making movements, you see them carrying things. They are going to store it so that when it is rainy season, they can come in and stay even without coming out because of flood. And when it is time for them to to come out. They come out. So they are investors. So we as Christians doing business, we are expected to be what? Investors. Not only investors, we are to read our times and seasons so that we know the right time to apply what to do. And that is why the Bible says in that Proverbs chapter 6, it says, go to the ant and consider her ways. When you consider her ways, then you should be wise. I pray that God will help us to be wise Christians and also know the right thing to do at the right time. I remain my humble self, your beloved sister in Kechinyere, and as we go through this series of you and your business, the Lord will give you guidelines in order to make progress in one or two you're doing as we wait for his coming. God bless you for coming by. Do well to comment, give us a like, give us a share and a thumbs up, and do well to also turn on your notifications so that when messages like this come your way, your faith can be lifted as you grab them at your fingertips. God bless you. Remain lifted in his vineyard. For now, I say bye.